Babatunde Oni.
Yeah, hi.
Ezinwa.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Hi.
the
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm so excited
Good
to
afternoon.
meet everybody. It's such an honor to be here. Welcome to the official handover ceremony. Amazing, right? 1 year of giving of ourselves, and finally we get to say goodbye to the executive volunteers and welcome a new set of people. Amazing, right? So I'm just going to give a round of applause already to those that have done amazing for the past 1 year. We celebrate you, and today's event promises to be amazing because we're going to get to celebrate with people that have done beautifully, and then we're going to be welcoming a new set of executive volunteers into the Girl Up Nigeria initiative. Amazing. My name is Gloria Olufeko. I am an award-winning radio presenter with Africa Tech Radio. I am a certified event host and compare. I'm a voice-over artist, and I'm also a diction coach. That's right. So Gloria talks, Gloria Olufeko. Gloria, it's okay anytime, any day, anywhere you want to talk to me, just say Gloria. So welcome. Let me bring my people. Babatunde Oni, Naomi Onyeka, Adeyinka, Teriba, Chinyere, Elizabeth, Ezine, Ismaila, Kausarat, Oluwafunmilayo, Mercy, Oluwanifemi, Oluwapelumi, Oyewole, Temilola. Truth is here today. Kewa is here. She's one of our speakers for today. And I'm just really excited because, volunteering is something that I love to do every now and then. I volunteered for about 2 years in radio before I eventually started making money from it, all right? So I volunteered then at the then Radio Nigeria in Ibadan for an entire year. I volunteered at Max FM Lagos, volunteered at Jordan FM Lagos, all right, offering my services without collecting one dime. Like, volunteering is my thing, okay? I find joy in doing it every now and then. So I can understand how much it is for us to celebrate all of these amazing people that have given their time, they've given their talent, they've given their treasure, they've given everything that they have to the cause of the girl child. Now, just a little bit about Girl Up Initiative to those that do not know. Now, in the middle of the COVID-19 last year, a certain woman just rose up with that challenge. She said, see, in the midst of all of these uncertainties, all right, we're going to unite women and girls to take sustainable action, starting from their communities, starting from where they are, from their homes, from their churches, from their schools, all right. We're going to bring together women that can stand up for themselves, that can be open, all right. So we're going to bring together women that will do all of these things. And then one woman got up, her name is Balkis Salaudin, all right. She's the president of the Girl Up Nigeria. She's such an amazing woman because I look at her strength, I look at her grit, I look at her hard work, I look at everything that she has done so far, and I just want to be that kind of woman. I want to be that kind of girl. I want to have that kind of girl when I grow up. So she's the president of the Girl Up Nigeria, and we're going to be celebrating her today. So if you're excited to be here, can I see your message in the chat box? Everybody drop me your favorite emoji in the chat box now. If you're excited, like I'm really excited, I'm so pumped. If you're excited to be here, let me see your favorite emoji. Beautiful. Keep it coming, everybody. Let me see your favorite emoji in the chat box now. Let me see. Blow my mind, people. We have about 22 persons here. Keep it coming. Let me see your favorite emojis in the chat box below. Okay, I love this. I love this energy. Beautiful. Keep it coming. I want to ensure that you're here, and I want to ensure that I'm not the only one talking to myself. Like Gloria is not the only one talking to herself. So I want to ensure that everybody is here so we can get started already. Yeah, I love that. Oh, my audience, you guys are the best. You're the best. All right, so we have about 15 comments already, so I think we're good to go. You people have given me the chance to continue. All right, so let's not waste any more time. I will be inviting the president for our welcome address. All right, so we'll be welcoming the president of Girl Up Nigeria for our welcome address. With a round of applause, let's welcome the amazing Balkis Salaudeen. Woo! Welcome over to you.
Hi, Gloria. I mean, when you told me that your energy is another level, I mean, now I can testify to it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gloria. So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Balkis Salaudeen. In 2020, July, I founded Gallup Nigeria after the Gallup Leadership Summit. And I thought that how can we ensure that more young people are taking action? How can we ensure that girls and women are able to take action starting from their communities without the hindrance of the whole COVID-19 pandemic? And I also thought that, I'm starting this, I can't do it alone. It's a lot of work, and I'm really excited that very soon I'm going to take you through our journey so far. I believe that I can't do anything when I want. If I really want to achieve something with Gallup Nigeria, I need to bring a strong team of committed young Nigerians together. And I love to tell this story. So the funniest part was when I started Gallup Nigeria, a lot of people showed interest and they're like, oh, they would like to volunteer with Gallup Nigeria and stuff. And I did not go through the normal procedure of recruiting that volunteers. And then we just jumped in, we created a WhatsApp group. Everything was going, but it was not really smooth. And then I figured that most of the people really just want to be associated with Gallup Nigeria because of its affiliation to the United Nations Foundation and Gallup campaign. And I said, okay, let's do this. We're going to disband this. And then if you're really interested in volunteering, just apply for the executive volunteer roles that you wish for. And then we disbanded the volunteers then. And then we have these guys who have been so committed. I mean, I have 3 people who left in this guy's set. 3 of them, they left, but I'm really happy that they're doing so well for themselves. And they left politely telling me that, oh, Balkis, I found this and I think I want to grow in this space rather than this space. And everybody's fine. We still keep in touch. They still wish Gallup Nigeria well till now. And sadly, also, we lost our executive advisor, in this same journey. I mean, it's a roller coaster, and I'm super excited that we're having a handing over ceremony today. And I've been telling the executive volunteers that I'm really missing them already. I mean, the energy, the vibes, sometimes the nags and all of that. But here we are today. We're about to welcome the new set of executive volunteers. I just want you guys to sit back and enjoy this moment, because the next time it's going to happen is November next year. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining this call. I really, really appreciate every one of you. And I super look forward to our speakers, their speeches and all of that. Thank you so much, Gloria. Over to you. Thank you.
Yay, Presido. I mean, I love the fact that you said people wanted to join because it was affiliated to the United Nations. You check it, not really because they have the girls as their concern or because they really want to contribute anything, but they just wanted to join because probably I can have opportunity to travel out of Nigeria someday. If I join Gallup Nigeria, who knows, if there's a worldwide conference now, they will ask me to go and represent Gallup Nigeria in Switzerland. I'll be in the UK, and from there I'll just jackpot, right? Maybe that's the reason why some people wanted to join. But it's amazing to see that we've been able to stand as an entity in Nigeria. So it's not really because, oh, I want to be affiliated to the United Nations. Girl Up Nigeria it's an entity doing amazing things, even outside the United Nations affiliation. So well done, Balkis. I think you're doing amazing. Well done, well done, well done. Anyway, let's not waste any more time because we really want to keep straight to our 2 hours. There's work tomorrow. People are going to work. So let's just keep to time. All right, we're moving on to the reading of the citation. of the late Madam Toyin Adepoju. She was a former executive advisor of the Gallup Nigeria, and she has gone to rest. So to say, that's how we say it. She has gone to rest from all of the stress of this world. And so we just thought about it that we should honor her, really, because if she were to be alive, she would be here today. So we just thought about honoring her in her absence and give her flowers. Even if we couldn't give it to her while she was here, we can still give her flowers here, right? Yes, we can. So I'll be calling on Esther Oluwatoyin Agaja. Esther Oluwatoyin Agaja to please help us in reading the citation of late help us in reading the citation of late Madam Toyin Adepoju. Over to you. Are you here, Esther? Hello, Esther. Are you here? Esther Oluwatoyin Agaja, is she here? Okay, I think she's not here yet. Or is she trying? Are you on mute? Can you please unmute yourself, Esther, and then help us so we can see Esther? Okay, I don't think Esther is here yet. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any time. We can have that later, or maybe when Esther joins us. So please help us reach Esther. She's not on the call yet, okay, no problem. So please, Gallup Nigeria, help us reach Esther so that we can have help us read the citation. All right, then let's move on. Gallup Nigeria annual report. Let's give our annual report. I mean, the president wanted to give the annual report immediately. She was like, she cannot wait to tell us everything that happened in year 2021. What a roller coaster of a year, if you ask me. So 2021, what really happened with the Gallup Nigeria? So she's about to give us our annual report. President Baliki Salaudin again.
Okay. I guess you all can see my screen here. All right, good. Okay, so this is our journey so far. I'm going to be as brief as possible. It's a lot of work since Gallup Nigeria was founded on the 14th of July 2020 till date. So yes, in the middle of the all COVID-19 uncertainty, I founded Gallup Nigeria, which is aligned with the Gallup campaign by the United Nations Foundation, with the major aim of creating sustainable impact in Nigeria by uniting girls and women to take sustainable action, starting from their communities. On the 14th of August 2020, Gallup Nigeria was officially launched virtually, and we had the amazing Musunda Chikwanda from Gallup Africa. She's the regional manager. And then we had the amazing Camille Olufobi of MIPAD 100, most influential people. And then we have my super amazing mentor, Kewel Gide, from Connected Development. She's the communications director. And then we have Abiodun Eset, who is the senior special assistant to the chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council. They were super awesome to us to join us for the launch of Gallup Nigeria, even though we had a major challenge during this particular launch, but we still put through and we didn't stay at that. So these are the 2020-2021 executive volunteers. I received over about 100, I'm sure it was over applications from amazing people who are interested in joining our executive volunteer team for the year 2020-2021. On the 26th of November 2020, Gallup Nigeria announced the new set of executive volunteers, and I was so excited. Like, I was so excited that, yeah, I'm ready for this with these guys. And we had the Vice President, Damilola Akintewe, our executive advisor, may also rest in peace, Toyin Adepoju, our club secretary, Love Ebegboni, project management officer, Kende Kayode, communications officer, Truth Osumaritan Egbe. We have the deputy communications officer, Toby Ayodele, policy and advocacy officer, Joseph Chima, Monitor and Evaluation Officer, Samuel Olaya.
Marquis, sorry to stop you, but we really cannot see your screen. We can only see our journey so far. I mean, what's contained in your downloads, that's all we can see. We can't see, that PDF is not opened.
Okay, let me just.
Probably you go off and then try coming again.
Okay, can you see now?
No, we can't. Okay, yes, we can now. We can now.
Right.
Please enlarge your screen. So it
it
fits into your screen.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me just stop sharing. Just give me a second, please.
No problem, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, so while we wait for our president to get her screen on board, I mean, it's Girl Up Nigeria. So I would like to ask, how many people already have, okay, she's here now. All right. So I'll ask my question later. I've not forgotten. I'll ask my question later.
All right, Gloria, is it better now?
Yes, it is, please.
All right.
But you need to start again, President.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'll just make it very brief here.
Just exactly.
So our journey so far, Gallup Nigeria was founded 14th July 2020, and this is what we've been able to achieve so far. So I already mentioned, spoke on the introduction, and this is the slide on the our official launch. And then this is our executive volunteers. I think I stopped at Monitor and Evaluation Officer with Samuel Olayemi, Legal Advisor Yetunde Odusote, Teen Advisor Joy Anele, Oluwatoyin Esa Agaja as a Fundraising and Financial Officer, Community Engagement Officer with Mariam Umar, and Deputy Community Engagement Officer Temilola Akisure. So these are the amazing guys. So if you see this this picture very well, you see that we have quite a number of guys that they're not there right now. So Rashidat Lawal and Fatuke Deborah, they left the team, and yes, they left, and Koen Chikwendo, they were left the team to explore other space, and I'm super excited that they're doing so well. And then we're left with these amazing guys who put through till today. Yes. Okay, so we started 16 days of activism, which I like to hint the new executive volunteers that this is what they're also going to be starting with. So 16 days of activism is a gender-based violence campaign against women and girls. And we also had our voices, and you can see our executive volunteers displaying different placards with different content, advocating for this course. And then we've had series of Instagram engagements on eradicating rape culture in Nigeria. What can we do? What can I do as a person? And we hosted Alimat Magaji on that. We had an human rights and advocacy on gender issues, challenges and opportunities. Another Instagram live session with Aisha Shribo. We also had a sort of community engagement with Youth Rise, just to add our voices to the old 16 days of activism. Let's talk Orange. We also had another Instagram live session, Recover Better, Stand Up for Human Rights. We had the amazing Amina Usman. She's a lawyer. Then we had another community engagement with Vision Spring Initiative to discuss access to human rights in an intersectional dimension. This was on Universal Health Coverage Day. So January we launched She Leads Climate Action. Okay, so there's this part of me. I'm a climate activist, or say an environmentalist here. So I wanted to make sure that whatever I do, I'm able to put all of them together under one umbrella. And then, yeah, we launched List Climate Action. So basically, the List Climate Action is just to support young women and girls to adapt to climate change. And apparently, when we did our press releases and we did Twitter and all of that, this caught the attention of the current Minister for State for Environment, Barrister Sharon Ikeazo, who also commented on how we can also do better with the project. We had, so ever since we've had series of tweet chat, Instagram live session, one we had on gender and climate change with Adenike, and then we had school sensitization on climate action in Oyo State. We had also on World Cancer Day, we had a commemoration in our own way, I Can and We Can, with the executive director of Leah Group, Mr. Larry Bello. And then we had on the International Day of Zero Tolerance to Female Genital Mutilation, we hosted the amazing barrister Toyin Saraki and architect Lola Ibrahim of Wave Foundation to join our community to talk on this menace in our society. Also on the same ply, we had a feature on Arise News on International Day of Zero Tolerance to Female Genital Mutilation. We were represented by Kenny Kaide. So on women and girls, so in our community, we have a diverse community of young guys who are so passionate about different things, and we ensure that everything that everyone is passionate about is aligned together. And then we try to celebrate as much days as we can. So on Women and Girls in STEM Day, we featured our community members who are into STEM. And yeah, you can see Abdullahi Mufuat, a computer science student, and then a software developer, Dialad Lale, and many others. You can find them on our Instagram handle. Okay, so we also had our Citizen Rights series, which was hosted by our legal advisor, Yetunde Odusote. This is just to make sure that everyone understands their rights and when to voice out, when to go low, and how to safeguard themselves, especially in the era of the NSAS. So we had another school sensitization on climate action in Abuja. Okay, we also had another Instagram live session on climate action, the old boys with Temilola Salami. On International Women's Day, so since we were able to catch the attention of Barrister Sharon, we decided to bring her on board. So on International Women's Day, we decided to go another line. We called for application from young people, and we selected 10 guys that were mentored by 5 amazing people, Rafiat, Rita, Busola, Oluwadune, and Miriam. They took our time to mentor 10 people that were selected for the International Women's Day Mentorship Program. And during the closing ceremony, we had Sharon Ikeazo, who spoke to every one of them, including the mentors, on the way forward when it comes to women in leadership achieving gender equality amidst COVID-19. We're also invited by the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and other UN partner for a national policy dialogue in Abuja. We were represented by Truth. And then we had, Gallup Nigeria. Gallup has a lot of clubs around the world, and we try as much as possible to catch up with other clubs around the world. So here is us hanging out with other Gallup clubs. Okay, we were, yes, also another Gallup club from another country invited us for a chit chat where Ulua Damilola Kinte will represent us on Women Rise. Then also on the just concluded COP26, we had a tweet chat with Shen Pon, who is the, Shen Mabron, who is the head of Climate Change and Energy, British High Commission, West Africa, and office in Abuja. And he took us through what people should know about COP26 and how we can all be a part of it. Also, capacity building, we try as much as possible, to talk about things in our community. So our community is in 2 places, on WhatsApp and on Telegram, so as to engage a larger audience of people who might not necessarily want to be a part of Gallup, but just want to learn from what we're sharing, especially on capacity building workshops and community engagement. So we've had a series of community engagement series, spice up your leadership skill, let's talk Twitter ban, people's and society compression and response to climate change. Everybody gets to like share their ideas and their opinion. And another good thing that is a package for executive volunteer is we don't just ask you to bring your knowledge or whatever skill you have. We also ensure that we build your capacity. So we had series of capacity building workshops for our executive volunteers, strictly for the executive volunteers. So I was invited by Wiki Loves SDG Nigeria to speak to their theme on climate change and climate action, and how we can build a community for female who are climate actors through their content. On International Mother Earth Day, we also had a 2 chats with Sheifumi and Jennifer. Sexual gender-based violence chat series. We had series of that. Let's talk boy child advocacy. So this part I'd like to give an in-depth. So Gallup Nigeria is not just about girls. Gallup Nigeria is not just about women. We can say that we're trying to support women and girls to do this, to do that. But at the same time, we're actually not leaving the boy child behind. We're also passionate about everybody, be it boy or a girl. So we also dedicate a couple of time to talk about the boy child and the advocacy around it. We also, went into climate change again through sustainable fashion. So on Africa Day, this you can see our executive volunteers voicing out what they wish for Africa during Africa Day 2021. And on Menstrual Hygiene Day, we had Temilola, our Deputy Community Engagement Officer, took over our Instagram live session to share insights about menstrual hygiene and what people should know. And on Children's Day, because we do not have so much finance, to go out and bring all children out and celebrate, we thought, yeah, let's celebrate these beautiful kids that always make us laugh on Instagram. And then we featured quite a number of them. What Environment Day, we also had another tweet chat. Okay, so we also partner with Lagos State University Student Union to have a Let's Talk Ladies series. Okay, so we had a review of the position paper towards National Stakeholders Consultative Conference on Generation Equality. You can see that we're not doing all of these things alone. We did this again with Vision Spring Initiative in partnership with International Center for Environment, Health, and Development. And you, Margaret Echo Youth Fellowship. 3 of our executive volunteers are fellows of this amazing fellowship program. And we had Oluwadamlola Kintewe and Oluwatobi, who were fellows last year. And then currently we have Truth Osmariton, who is also a fellow for the 2021, and they just finished yesterday. Sensitization and personal hygiene, we had this in Sokoto State, and it was hosted by our community engagement officer, Miriam, in Sokoto State. You can see that we have traveled wide virtually in Nigeria, like we've been almost everywhere. So yeah, so I think I if you guys remember very well, I said I started Gallup Nigeria after the 2020 Gallup Campaign Leadership Summit. And here I am. I was a speaker at the Gallup Leadership Summit tour for the African continent, and I was super amazing. It was an amazing moment. It was an amazing chat that I had with the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Deputy Executive Director of UNFPA, Malala, and a couple of other amazing guys. So Gallup Nigeria at 1. We had our first year anniversary on the 17th of July 2021. It was a super energetic event. We had it virtually and physically. It we had a physical event in Lagos. It was a small group of people strictly by invitation. You can see their pictures all smiling. We had a lot of merchandise giveaway. Everybody ate food, and we chanted on the way forward for Gallup Nigeria. Yeah. You can catch up on our anniversary on YouTube. So Gallup Nigeria Skills Exchange Program. We also thought that, okay, why be in a community where you can learn from each other? So I spoke to my team and I'm like, I think we should have a skill exchange. So you will tell us what you're very good at, how you think people can navigate whenever they're in that space. And I will also share my own skill. And then we had it. And yeah, we had an amazing session on the skill exchange. So the new executive volunteers, I hope you guys are getting ready. And on International Youth Day, we had an Instagram live session on transforming food system, accelerating youth action. It was hosted by Osato. She's the founder of El Ghazil Foods. She's the chief female kilishi maker in Nigeria. I mean, top, the only NAFDAC kilishi that has NAFDAC number. And we also had Aziz Salah, he is the executive director of Community Action for Food. And then we had Kure Albert. We had the senior special assistant on agriculture to the governor of Ogun State, Angel Adelaja, who also joined the conversation. So bonding activities in the Gallup Nigeria community. So we have, as I said, we have our WhatsApp group and we have our Telegram. Our Telegram is open to everybody, but our WhatsApp group is strictly for members of Gallup Nigeria who have signed up to be a part of our community. So we always have, meet this person, or meet Gloria, she's this, she's that. And then everybody gets to know you, everybody gets asked questions. We have our mental health day, check-ups, and then we have our game nights. A lot of fun in our community. Thanks to Temilola. Sexual reproductive health rights and justice Instagram takeover. We had Adebimpe took over our Instagram live session for a couple of days, and she was basically talking about consent when it comes to gender, when it comes to sex, when it comes to sexual reproductive health, amongst others. So it was really fun. You can catch up on our Instagram page. On World Cleanup Day 2021, we had series of cleanups in Abuja and Lagos. We partnered with Sweden Embassy in Nigeria, Green with Green, Plug in Nigeria. And also in Lagos, we had our beach cleanup at Elegushi Beach. Yeah, you can see Truth and the Sweden Embassy ambassador. And then that's Candy. Okay, so on Independence Day, we thought that here, how can we spotlight heroes? And then we decided to spotlight 5 Nigerian women who fought and gave their lives to activism and liberation of Nigerian women in the pre-colonial and colonial and post-colonial era. We had the amazing Lady Oyinkansola, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, Margaret Ekpo, Ajia Gambo Sawaba, and participant of the Igbo Women's War. If you don't know, there was an Igbo Women's War. Okay, everyone is so quiet listening to me. Okay, Gallup Nigeria's Digital Skills Awareness Workshop. So on International Day of the Girl Child, we have seen that girls need all the necessary skills for them to go out to the world and be that person that we always want them to be, leaders and that. So we had this session virtually. Also should be live on our YouTube very soon, so that you can also learn from the training. Also on International Day of the Girl Child, Gallup Nigeria was invited by the United States Mission Nigeria to have, to join panel discussion on way forward on girl child in Nigeria. We also had a feature on NTA. Partnership with Girls for Leadership. So we partnered with Girls for Leadership on a workshop on building a career in tech, especially for women. Yay! So Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens Young Women. So the president, myself, and Esther were selected as one of the 30 participants for the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizen Women on a Climate Adaptation Program. And it's a virtual executive online training, building capacity of young women that are leading climate change, climate action in Africa. Yeah, you can see us. You can see us. We're so beautiful. All right, Girl Hero Awards by Gallup campaign. So Gallup Nigeria president was celebrated by Gallup as a girl hero during the International Day of the Girl Child. You can see the spotlight is there. Okay. Global Student Prize Top 10 finalists. Gallup Nigeria's Vice President Damilola Akintewe emerged as one of the 10 finalists for the Global Student Prize. That's a big deal, guys. That's a big deal. We also had another Telegram community engagement with Chidinma on optimizing your LinkedIn profile. So you can see we have series of things for you. You can never get bored. Then Gallup Spotlight. Gallup campaign spotlighted us as one of the leading Gallup clubs around the world during World Cleanup Day, spotlighting our She Leads Climate Action campaign. Also on Sub-Saharan African STEM Bootcamp on sustainable energy, I was opportune to speak on our journey so far at Gallup Nigeria, our campaign, She Leads Climate Action, and how young women can also be part of sustainable changes. Review of the national guidelines for addressing school-related gender-based violence. We're also opportune to be part of this review, and we gave our own input with UNESCO, UN Women, Ministry of Education, and it was hosted by IEC. No, it was I've forgotten. I can't see that. All right, so that's that about that anyway. Handover ceremony is happening today. So today is the day that the Lord has called us to come here and hand over. I'm missing these guys already. Oh my God, see their beautiful faces. So far, so good. We have partnered with these guys. We have had them on one engagement or the other. Wellbeing Foundation, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, Federal Ministry of Environment, UK government in Nigeria, Base Planet Foundation, Softy Vibes, EcoBata, CS Dev Network, Youth of Africa, Enviro News, Wave Foundation, International Climate Change Initiative, Sweden in Nigeria, United States Mission in Nigeria, Gallup campaign itself, Arise News, Lagos State University, Amen School, Eco Warriors, Vision Spring Initiative, Climate Talk Podcast, Eco Network Nigeria, PAF Radio, Wiki Loves SDGs Nigeria, SJ Partners Limited, Youth Rise Nigeria, NTA News Lagos, White Ribbon Alliance, Climate Conference Now Central. These are our thematic areas. Please, I would like you guys to you can just use the chat box to appreciate all of our partners who have been so committed, and they see Gallup Nigeria as an organization to be affiliated with their good cause. So these are our thematic areas. We work in line of women in leadership and development, reproductive health, gender-based violence, climate action, quality education, gender equality, mental health, gender gap in sport, gender gap in STEM, youth and children development, sustainable development goals. These areas are not limited to what I've just mentioned. We keep growing as we see issues that we need to tackle, and we carry out our projects through advocacy, policy analysis, and development. As you can see, we have been engaged with different organizations to come and review policies, community action, and engagement. Our plans for the next year, these plans are not limited, because I'm very sure that our new executive volunteers will also have ideas of what to do. So we are looking at the STEM Bootcamp, our She Leads Climate Action Fellowship Program, Gallup Nigeria Campus Ambassador Program. Yes, that's it. So
amazing.
Yeah, so
go ahead.
So yes, so this is what we've been able to do in the last 1 year, And because I have come to realize that some roles were overlapping other roles, I'm sure the new set of guys that are going to be taking up these roles, they could see that in the email we sent to them, we stated that they are taking up this position, they're taking up that position. We have split roles in a way that everybody can work, and it's going to be more flexible. So I look forward to working with the new set of executive volunteers, and thank you so much to the outgoing executive volunteers. You guys rock. Thank you. Over to you, Gloria.
Please, a round of applause for our president. Please unmute yourself. Let me hear the sound of clap. I want to hear the... Amazing. Thank you for unmuting. That person is angry. Don't be angry now. Thank you so much. Wow, what an amazing 1 year. All of these activities in the entire 2021. Sometimes I asked myself, Barikiz, how do you do it? Do you sleep on Girl of Nigeria's page like you are there 247? You're not going anywhere else, and that's the only thing you are doing every day. Because amazing. It's amazing to see how that for everything, every program, every worthy event that happens throughout the year, Girl of Nigeria is actively participating. So it's not just, as she said, it's not just about the cause of the girl child, but we're also looking out for everybody. We want everybody to be fine, and that's why you see us have conferences. We are participating in International Day of the Boy Child, International Day of the Men. We're not just focusing on bring. We're also looking at giving back to people, and that's why it's been an amazing 1 year of activities. If you ask me, I would say crazy, because it's mind-blowing. Well done, Balikis. Well done to the entire outgoing volunteers. You guys are phenomenal. Like, you are the reason why we could do all of these things that we did this year. I really celebrate you. I celebrate you. You are amazing, amazing. Okay, we'll still come to celebrating you. I was being executive volunteers. Don't worry, just do like this, do like this. Let's move on now to the reading of the citation of late Madame Toyin. As I said, she was one of us, but I mean, she had to go and rest. So late Madame Toyin Adepoju it was the former executive advisor of Girl Up Nigeria, and I'm going to be calling on Truth Osumariton Egbe to help us with the citation of late Madame Toyin Adepoju. Truth Osumariton Egbe, who is also an outgoing executive this year. Am I right? Yes, I think I'm right too. I must be very right. Yes, she's a communications officer, outgoing communications officer. Please let's welcome Truth, the beautiful, amazing communications officer, Truth. Go ahead, Truth.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was hoping that Esther would be able to perform this function so that I don't have to cry on camera. But, I'll do my best. Let me turn off my video. I'll just read the site. Madame Tony was because she was so friend, my friend personally, a very good, very wonderful friend. She was one of the few people in the team that would call you after every event and say, well done. I like that we did this. I like that we did that. And since she passed, I had to tell myself, well done. I'm just going to go ahead and read her citation. Oluwatoyin Adepoju was born on the 9th of October 1979 to the family of Pa and Ma Felix Adepoju. She studied education arts at the University of Ibadan and graduated in the year 2005. She subsequently had to undergo the mandatory National Youth Service program and completed the program in 2006, after which she joined Splash FM as a presenter. She remained a well-known on-air personality for more than 13 years within the radio station. In 2020, Tony joined PAF Radio, an online platform of PAF Media Limited, as a project lead and head of station until her death. She was also the executive advisor of Girl Up Nigeria and was known for her active participation and engagement in contributing to the empowerment of the girl child for the betterment of the society. Her life was full of impact on the less privileged in the society, and her death after a brief illness, has created a huge vacuum in the life of all of us, her loved ones. She will be greatly missed. May her soul rest in peace. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And please, let's just observe a minute silence for her, just a minute. May the soul of the departed continue to rest in peace. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, let's just move on. Okay, I want that energy. I want that energy to keep on. Let's keep on. Let's keep on. Now let's move on to the volunteer experience. There are 12 of them. There are 12 of them. And if I ask them to start telling us each one after the other, their experience in their various offices. What's the time? This is 2:50. I promise you 8 p.m. we are still here. We're still here till 8 p.m. because they will have a lot of things that they have to say and a lot of things that they want to share with us as volunteers. I mean, I told you when I started that I was a volunteer myself. I volunteered for 2 years and I wasn't paid 1 naira. So it's not like as if I was paid. So it was a free volunteering. So I'm going to be calling on all of them to come just share with us. How many minutes do I give them now? Please, 1 minute. I know it's not possible, but it's not easy, rather. Not that it's not possible. It's not going to be easy to say all you have to say in a minute. Because if I give you time, we will not leave here till 8, I'm sure. But please, because of our time, because we still have a lineup of activities for today, please just share with us quickly what was your experience like in your office? So you just tell us your name. Okay, let me just say, I'll say your name and your office. So you just come up, give us your experience in 1 minute. What was it like for you as a volunteer and in your department? So I'm going to be starting with the outgoing Vice President, Damilola Akintiwe. Yes, Damilola Akintiwe, are you here? So please, Damilola, quickly share with us your experience in a minute.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you can hear me. I don't trust my network.
Perfectly, we can.
My name is Oluwadamilola Akintowe, and I'm really grateful for Girl Up because it kept me on my toes. And it's in a way provided an opportunity for me to work with people all over Nigeria. And I think that's the beauty of Girl Up, because we are all spread all over the country. We all have our skills that we bring to the table. And as the vice president in my school, I had a chance to, should I say, propagate the gospel of women's rights and Girl Up in my school, which I'm grateful for. In fact, I have one of my people who is going to come in as one part of the new executive. In general, I'm also glad to work with a person like Balikis, the president, because she's just an amazing human being. She's so open, she's so fresh. She's really, really ready to give a lot, and it's so refreshing to work with her. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Damilola, for keeping to time. I celebrate you, the outgoing vice president, the second, should I say, right-hand woman of Balikis. Thank you so much, Damilola, for being such an amazing VP Presido. All right, let's move on quickly. We're going to be having next the partnership and okay, the club secretary. Love, are you here? Love, can you unmute? Okay. Love, probably Love is still trying to love up on us. So let's wait for Love to love us very well. Project manager officer, Kehinde Kayode. Kehinde, are you here? Kehinde? Okay. All right. Communications officer, Truth just spoke. Truth, can you just give us your experience in 1 minute? Truth, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'll try to keep this within 1 minute. I'll try my very best. I think one thing that I would say was during the mentorship programs that we had earlier this year. We planned it in such a short period. So if you know anything about the communications office, you know that that is a lot of work on our department. So we're just trying to put our all to make this program like successful. And after the program, I was wondering, was it really worth it? And from the mentees reached out to me, and not just because they said it, but I could actually see that the program gave them, it matched them up with people that would go ahead to define that moment in their life and set them on the right track. And I believe that if I could help even just one girl out there to be all that she can be, then it is a very, very worthy cause, and I'm proud to be part of that movement. So yeah, it was an amazing time in Girl Up Nigeria. I had ups, I had downs. Some of the downs, one of my downs was when I found out of the passing of Madame Tony. In all my imagination, I didn't think that there would be a time where I would have to write a condolence message for her. So that really brought me down. But we're grateful for the experience. We're grateful that our paths crossed. We're grateful for everything that we learned on the journey. And I'll say, yes, this has been a defining moment in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Amazing, and we're grateful to have had you on board. You're such an amazing communications officer. Well done, Truth. Deputy Communications Officer Toby Ayodele. Toby, are you there? Quickly unmute yourself and then let's hear your experience in 1 minute. Okay. Policy and Advocacy Officer Joseph Chima. Joseph, the Policy and Advocacy Officer.
Hi,
Joseph.
everyone.
All right. Hi, Joseph.
Absolutely.
Hi. Yeah.
All right. So, Girl Up Nigeria journey so far wasn't easy though at the start. Trying to go through policies that have been made before now, evaluate policy and see how much implementation has been done country-wise. Thanks to the team I have. I would say that Girl Up Nigeria gave me the experience to venture into policy and advocacy. It's a new thing to me before Girl Up, but since Girl Up, it has been interesting for me, and I've really, really loved the experience I've gotten so far from Girl Up Nigeria. Thank you.
Well done, Joseph. Thank you so much. You were such an amazing force, and we're really, really excited to have had you on board. I mean, no one could have done it better than you did. So well done, Joseph. I celebrate you. Monitoring and Evaluation Officer Samuel Olayemi. Hello, Samuel. Hello, Samuel. All right. The legal advisor, Yetunde Odushote. Hello, Yetunde. Please unmute your mics in case you are talking, because you can be talking and you don't know you're muted. Unmute Yetunde Odushote, legal advisor. Is she here? All right. Teen advisor Joy Anaili. Hello, Joy. All right. Oluwatoyin Esther Agaja, fundraising and financial officer. Is Toyin here? Oluwatoyin, are you here? Okay. Community engagement officer Miriam Umar. Are you here, Miriam? Hello, Miriam. Are you here? Okay. Community engagement officer again, Temilola Akinsure. Temi, are you here?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can all hear me.
Yes.
Okay, so this past year with Girl Up Nigeria has been amazing. Firstly, there's been a lot of learnings, all the capacity development sessions, they were all really amazing. And then to talk about the people, like we were in the middle of a pandemic and then we are meeting so many people. Some of them we've not met them physically, but you have connections in so many different places and you've met some very, very, very amazing people. such one of such amazing people was Madam Toyin, and really it was really an honor to have met her. And to every one of the other executive volunteers, thank you, and I love every one of you.
We love you too. You are amazing and phenomenal. We love you. On behalf of President Baliki, she's saying she loves all of you. I don't know how she can love you equally, but I guess she has just found a way to do that. I'm speaking your mind, right, Presido? Okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's move over into the very first speaker of the day. And this woman is an amazing woman. I mean, I read up about her on social media. I did my assignment to forget to. I'm very good master of ceremony. I did my assignment. So I've read about her, and she is the mentor of our president. I heard her mention her name while she was giving our president's welcome address. And so she will be speaking on the importance of volunteering and the impact that it has on social change. Kewe Ogide. Let me read a little about her on social media. She's on social media. She's not a small person. Do you understand? She's not a small person at all. She's a brand and communications specialist, currently overseeing communications and advocacy and connected development. Now, in this role, she develops strategic communications and advocacy initiatives that advance the mission of CODE in amplifying grassroots voices and helping to bridge the information gap between the marginalized communities and the government across not one, not two, not three, not four, but 7 African countries. She creates human-centric stories and communications materials for public awareness and drives timely intervention to deprived regions. I mean, I can read on and on and on about her, but don't worry, let me just relax. Let her take over the stage so you will see what I'm saying, all right? So I welcome, with a round of applause, Kewe Ogide.
As in, I almost thought it wasn't my profile you just read, Gloria. Well done.
Go ahead.
You've been doing a great job. Your excitement is, how I put it, contagious, really. And although my video was turned off, but I was exhibiting a lot of excitement. Like when you asked that we turn on, we share our favorite emoji. For some reason, my computer couldn't find it. So it was showing this celebratory emoticon. And I was seeing people's emoji. I just gave up. It's an honor to be here. And just listening to the journey so far that Balkis read was, rightly put, mind-blowing. I'm super impressed and so impressed by everything Girl Up Nigeria has achieved in the past 1 year. It's amazing. You guys have done a whole lot, and I think it's encouraging. It's an inspiration to the new executives coming in. And congrats to everyone that has, participated in the past 1 year to build the brand, to build the cause of Girl Up Nigeria. It's a brilliant cause, and Balkis is very dear to my heart. She knows that. For some reason, I initially wanted to prepare some kind of speech about the importance of volunteering and the social impact of volunteering and things like that. But I was like, no, let me just say whatever comes to mind. And what I'm basically going to be doing is charging everybody. Yeah, I'm a communications specialist. I've been in this career path for some time, but I did not arrive here without having to give something, having to, volunteer at some point. And volunteering, yes, is rendering an act of service, but it's equally beneficial to you that is giving that service and the people that you're supporting, whether it's by empowering marginalized communities, as we do at CODE, or by, advocating for girls' rights, reproductive health, and things like that. I mean, you're doing something, you're offering your services, and you're not getting paid for it. But that's your contribution. You think it's tiny, you think it's very little, but you're impacting somebody's life, even if it is one person. And in the UK, here in the UK, volunteering is like a big deal. I mean, they have like, they do this proper analysis of how volunteering is impacting even the economy, how volunteering is making like a big change in the environment. They're very big on volunteering here. And it goes to show how even government appreciates the fact that people volunteer. So sometimes it doesn't have to be, obviously, volunteering because you want something out of it. And as Gloria mentioned initially, sometimes people are volunteering, like for Girl Up Nigeria. There's been some fallout that Balkis read out to us. And that's because some people had like misplaced priority as to why they're volunteering in the first place. For some reason, whenever we're trying to recruit into my team, like maybe the communications team, I'm trying to get someone to work with me in my department. Beyond having technical skills, I want to be sure that you have the passion. So you have to like convince me that you have the passion for the job, because that's what motivates you. That's what drives what you do. So if you're volunteering, what exactly are you looking to achieve? I mean, you have to be a selfless person. And volunteering helps a lot because even if you're not looking to build career, which most times is even important, like you volunteer to a particular cause you're passionate about. It could be the girl child cause, it could be for boys, it could be for the aged people, it could be in health, for community services and things like that. If you're volunteering, you're making a big impact in that area. You're touching lives. Many times volunteering also help you improve your own skills, help you learn, help you get good networks, yes, help you learn how to, what's the word now? Better organization, how to solve problems and things like that. And many of those skills are what you now take into your career. I recall when I wanted to get into the development space, I'd always done communications for corporate organizations. And what I did first was to volunteer at Slum to School. I don't know if some of you know Slum to School. So I volunteered with Slum to School a couple of years back, and then I was with the press team. And we're basically going to communities to, get the kids in the slum at Makoko in Lagos. Girls especially were telling their stories. And from there, I developed the skill for storytelling. I did not have that skill, even though I had been doing communications for some time. I didn't have that skill until I volunteered. And from there, I brought that skill into code. And that's what I've been doing ever since. So you volunteering is you being selfless, but you also gaining something in return. You're building your skills and you're empowering your community. You're being a voice for the voiceless. And judging by many of the highlights that Balkis read on the journey so far, I see many of the impacts you've made. So someday, as a benefit to you, someday you would, beat your chest in confidence to say that I did this. I was a part of this initiative. I contributed to this. And that's the charge I'm going to give to the new executives coming in, that you give your best, that you learn, you're willing to learn, that you're willing to expand your perspective about things, you're willing to learn about people's stories and how you can use those stories advocates for, timely intervention for girls, especially, as that's the cause of Girl Up Nigeria. And I don't know, I'm just so impressed. I didn't even know that Girl Up Nigeria had done so much in just 1 year. It's really impressive. Well done, Balkis. Well done to you and the outgoing executive. I am confident and I'm very sure that you and the new executives are going to do much more in the next 12 months. Yeah.
Amen. Wow, what a speech. Please, can you unmute and let's just clap again? I know,
Yeah.
I know you know that I have, I love my audience. They are the best. Can your audience, can they ever? Thank you so much, guys. You're the best. Thank you. So, it's been you're surprised. I'm also surprised that Girl Up Nigeria has been able to, amass all of these feats in just 1 year. Now, let's leave them now in the next 10 years. Let's see what's going to happen in the next 10 years. They're going to be taking over the world, going to be attending world conferences, having partnerships with the high and mighty. It's really beautiful to see that such an administration led by Balkis is doing amazingly well. I'm challenged as a human being to be able to see that in 1 year. Did you see how many slides that was, Kewe? It was almost 20 slides of achievements. It's amazing. Well done. And she didn't do it alone. She did it with the cooperation of every outgoing executive. And that's why we're celebrating them today. Thank you, Kewe, for your thoughts. Thank you for your words on Marble. It was really timely. Thank you so much. We celebrate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's not waste any more time. This is a handover ceremony, all right? It's a handover ceremony. So when you hear ceremony, what are you thinking? Food, Abby. There's going to be food. Don't be worried. Just do like this. I'm the MC. So I'm not promising that there'll be food. So just tell me in the comment section what you want to eat. Tell me what you feel like eating. Is it rice? Is it swallow? Is it pounded yam? Just type it in the comment section. Let me see what you feel like eating. But don't doubt though. Don't doubt though. Me, I'm the MC that talks and do. Yes, but let me search pounded yam and egusi. President Balkis, are you seeing it too? Are you seeing what they want to eat? Yes, amala newedu. I love that. I love that. Waiters, please get ready. Get ready, waiters. We're going to be serving everybody here today. Jollof rice and chicken roast. I love that. I love that. Keep it coming. Banegusi, amala, abula. I love that. Abula. Somebody said food for thought. Why are you like this now? Food for thought with Ibawu. How now? All right. Let's move on. That was just on a lighter note. We're not wasting any more time. We're going to be having our second speaker, Oyewole Joledo. I hope I didn't murder that name. Oyewole Joledo. And I tried Googling about him. And he's a senior manager at Paxful. Yeah, he's a senior manager at Paxful. So let me read a little bit about him. And let me just tell you who is speaking and what he's going to be speaking on. So Oyewole Joledo has over 7 years experience in the agro-biotechnology sector, and he is a scientific officer at the National Biotechnology Development Agency Consultancy and Extension Division, where he works alongside top biotechnologists on various stages of agro-biotechnology adoption by farmers and rural populations in Nigeria. It's quite passionate about harmonizing the demands of producers with those of policy makers. He graduated from the prestigious University of Unilorin in agricultural economics. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, speaking to us right now as a second speaker today is Oyewole Joledo, and is going to be speaking on developing your capacity as a young professional. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the amazing Oyewole Joledo. Let me really have some this afternoon. What's happening, sir?
I swear, first, this is like one of the most amazing introductions ever. Like, you guys have been like overwhelmed with the hype and the energy, and it's just a huge privilege to be here. Can we all hear me? Can we all hear me?
Perfectly, we can.
Oh, okay, so one of the few things I'll first say is that was an old profile. That profile was about 7 years ago. So I'll just do a short reintroduction of what positions I occupy. I think somebody's trying to say something to me. Is somebody trying to say something to me?
Please, let's mute our mics, please, so that we don't have any interference. Please, thank you.
Okay, so basically okay. Hello. So basically I started volunteering. I'll just use my volunteering story to also speak about my profile. I think it's pretty easy that way. So I started volunteering when I was in university, but I mean back then we didn't even know it was volunteering. We used to think it was just get youths, inspire them, I really didn't call it volunteering. I just wanted to impact people initially. So we had a lot of people that their lives were changed in university. We had people that would come back and say, oh, thank you for teaching me about entrepreneurship. Thank you for teaching me about how to live. Thank you for teaching me about hygiene. Thank you for, but then they weren't paying us anything. And we weren't really bothered because it wasn't about the money. It was just about giving back to the society and giving back to community. But fast track, I kept on doing all that. And eventually I was selected for the Mandela Washington Fellowship as a fellow. And I go back to Nigeria, and for once, he was like Spider-Man. I don't know how many people have seen Spider-Man. Please, if you've seen Spider-Man, please write Spider-Man on the chat session. I know this place is a place full of vibes, so I'll just be as real as possible. If you've seen Spider-Man, just write a great. So it's just like Spider-Man. You know what happens when Spider-Man sees something that is going to happen in the future, or something like a blow is coming, or like a punch, and there's that slow motion and everything. When I go back to Nigeria, I literally was seeing everything wrong. The road, the people beating traffic, the dump on the floor, the person abusing somebody else. I literally was like running crazy. I was losing my mind. I was seeing that child walking on the streets without an education. And hence I was like, oh yeah, what can you do? And the first thing that came to my mind was, just go out and go and help them. Yes, we started by just helping them. Then later on, I was like, oh no, let me start a company called Serve Lead Global. So that's the company I currently run. Serve Lead Global is just a short form for servant leadership, like servant leadership. So with Serve Lead Global, it's been a 3 years journey, but I just want to reiterate, everything started with volunteering. I remember back then I had about 5 volunteers, and I would sit down with them and I would describe to them that, guys, with volunteering, we're going to build one of the most robust companies that would be sustainable, because that was the word I was really keen about. So then I remember all of them staring back at me and going like, dude, we're just volunteering, Baba, be coming out with these your visions. So looking back now, retrospect, we have built a school that has 300 students in Kaduna, and currently they are on scholarship, all of them, right? Solar powered schools. We have dug boreholes, almost 6 or 7 boreholes across the north. I am Yoruba. I have not even dug one borehole in any Yoruba place. Please, if you're Yoruba, don't criticize me. Please just understand the love for Nigeria, right? So we have done orphanage programs and donated to different orphanages across Nigeria, all started by volunteering. Why am I big on volunteering? Is because volunteering gives you new life. I'm telling you, I always thought I was going to be a professor. So I was already ready, like professor, doctor, Then I walked to my father one day and I go like, when I go back, I was like, thank God I could pay my bills. So guys, before you just jump on your vision and your dream, make sure you can pay your bills. Your father's house might not be too much of a perfect environment to just quit your job. But I remember going to my father in Abuja and I went like, so I don't think I should be doing PhD. It's just not working. I go to the class and my mind is not there, And at that point, I wanted to do a women's program, a really massive women's program. And I knew everybody would say, why you as a man? Why should you be trying to fight for women? What's wrong with you? And I was like, I want women to come into sciences. And everybody was like, but so who is stopping them? I'm like, you guys are stopping them. I remember my sister trying to apply for mechanical engineering in University of Ilorin, and the professor called her and said, no, mechanical engineering is not for girls. And I'm like, oh, wow. But then I wasn't the one paying her school fees, so, I had to shut up because my voice was just not well recognized. So that stuck with me, and I wanted to bring facilitators from South Africa. I wanted to bring some people to come and teach ladies how to, present their theses and their findings and all that. So fast track to all that, we did all that, we rose funding, we got grants, we really have got a lot of grants for that. And the program happened and a lot of ladies were inspired. People started a new course of action, right? Just by that program. And, I was sitting down like some days ago and I was asking myself, what if I did not volunteer to go, right? So as much as, I like to speak about, developing, through volunteering, I always like to ask the simple question, which I want us to do in in such a short period of time. The first question I'll just ask is, everybody here, just write your why clearly on the chat session. Just write your why. Like, just write it so that, you know, everybody sees what is that thing you are living for. When I was writing my why, it kind of looked stupid. My father asked me, what do you want to do now? Now that you don't want to become the doctor that I always thought you would be, what do you want to do now? I said, I want to be in the business of doing good for humanity. My father looked at me like this and went like, what the hell is that? Like, I could see his face, like, thank God I didn't understand so much of, you know, I could see his face. But fast track, this is, yes, creating sustainable impact. Yes, amazing. I see the chat session. So ensure a safe Nigeria for children. Wow. This is so commendable. This is so super commendable. I'm in the right space. So one of the few things I want to say, right, is not going to be what you would generally see in all the books. And I believed when they invited me here, they didn't invite me to give another motivational speech. They invited me to push people to do things. I like to call myself the ruthless executioner because all I like to do is execute. I don't like too much stories. Oh, okay, if you want to do this girls program, yes, let's talk about the girls program. Let's have a process flow. Let's design how we get funding. Let's design how it will be sustainable even after when we are gone. Let's design how it would totally solve the problem, not partially, right? So at some point, we started giving orphanages food and all that. We realized that that is a wahala that we are carrying on ourselves. So what we did is rather we launched a business, a logistics firm that is currently covering about 5 states currently in the country, and is giving 10% of its profit to orphan children. So now we are giving scholarship to orphan children, and we are not coming to all of y'all's DM and saying, hi, Gloria, hi, Kewe, you know, our organization. No. You don't see us stressing about it. We just designed a sustainable model that caters for that. And we chose education because we want kids to leave the orphanage and, you know, be able to give back at some point, right? It's not just about giving them food. So one of the few things is when you define your why, one of the key things you need to understand is how do you build around your why, right? When initially we started, I will not lie to you, I studied agricultural economics. So one of the few things I picked out that was a gift from God was that he added economics to the agri. Even if I didn't know so much about what it meant to be carrying a hoe, but he added economics. So I always used to ask myself, how is this thing going to be sustainable? Why I'm going into the economics of these things is because sometimes I've seen volunteers get tired. I've seen volunteers literally quit the journey because it is overwhelming. If you think that, oh, because you want to volunteer the whole world, yes, volunteering can give you opportunities. Volunteer burnout, right? And people start to ask, oh yeah, so how do you keep waking up every morning and you want to take over the world and you're giving all these speeches and you're doing all these things? I'm like, guys, I have times when I visit nice restaurants, take myself out, you know, hang out with friends. I play basketball without wondering how I'm going to, you know, pay for accommodation in Abuja, which is really stressful, you know, because I'll be able to build some other things that has been able to build some things. So what I'm going to say to you is that build a system. That's the first thing. Don't build just a noun thing. Build a system. I know it's not easy to teach in such a short period of time that I have, but build a system. Now, some of the key things that you need to take note of, because of the time I have, I'll just go straight. 1, excellence will attract the whole world to you. I can repeat this 100 times. Excellence, whether in your volunteering career or anything, excellence will attract the whole world to you. Can everybody just respond with excellence on the chat session? I'm seeing somebody not smiling. I'm literally coming to that girl up Nigeria. You're not smiling. So literally, I'm going, yeah, that's you. Now you're smiling better. Or let me slide the screen. Let me look for faces that are smiling. No, also is not even, also is smiling in her picture. Anyway, excellence would attract the whole world to you. When we started Serve Lead Global, all we kept on saying was maintain excellence. Maintain excellence. We've had projects that are worth $100,000 and the person just goes like, oh man, you guys were too good. Are this how all Nigerians are? But the person doesn't understand that the 20 staff or so that we have taught them to be excellent. Even if you're a volunteer, you're a refined, excellent volunteer. This might not be all what people are teaching about. Other people might say, oh, set goals, do this, do that. But with all that, seek excellence. Seek excellence. Be committed. If they say do a project, if we are doing boreholes in a community as Servlead, we will put a shade over the borehole so that the woman that comes to fetch water doesn't necessarily have to stay under the sun to fetch water. What's that extra thing that you are pushing for that pushes the bar of excellence? Yesterday's excellence is not today's excellence. So the fact that, oh, okay, we have done this program, tomorrow we have to iterate, you have to make changes, right, to be more impactful. So please, let's remember as we walk on this journey, excellence is key. The next thing I would say might be kind of interesting, but I know we know all this. I was listening to Girl Up, and everything that I see is, apart from people coming to volunteer, people are also getting the opportunity to use their skills to develop, right? People are also being developed. I was listening to everything you guys were saying, and I was like, oh my God, and I thought I was doing so much. Right now, I'm going to overdrive. Like, I like to call, I like to, well, this might not really be relevant, but I like to call myself the Thor of humanity. Like, in Marvel, the Thor, I am Thor with the axe and all that. But guys, you need to develop yourself and you need to develop a team. No matter what you are doing, even if you are volunteering once in a while, develop yourself. And when I say develop yourself, I don't mean, just by reading books and, one of the few things I used to do when I started my journey early, when I started realizing that, I was drawn to community and people, there was this Encyclopedia Britannica. Is there anybody here that knows about the Encyclopedia Britannica that used to be on laptops? Okay, great. So exactly. Each day they will update about something in history, right? So each day I would open my laptop and read about fashion. I'll read about girls. I'll read about Hitler. I'll read about the Third World War. I was just reading, right? Because you can never adequately change a situation you do not understand. Listen to me. You cannot sit on some tables that literally, let me just go a little spiritual, that God has prepared for you and you are ill prepared, right? So I get into a room and I'm the only one in a conference with about 70 or 80 women, and in our journey to volunteer, we need to understand the real issues and not just understanding issues from our background, but understanding issues as they should be and understanding issues as you would want them to be, as you want them to transition. Because sometimes when you're creating solutions, you sometimes forget that you're creating other problems. And we need to be careful, right? So it's necessary that as you volunteer, as you do this good work, as you need to understand that you need to understand the issue that you are trying to tackle. Understand that issue. Be clear about it. Develop skills. Let there be no table in the world that a girl up person sits on or has to deliver a speech on, and they are not all inspired and blown away. You all are rock stars. You all are superheroes. Okay. Well, not rock stars. I don't know. It might not really be rock stars. I always love rock stars. But you all are superstars. I see all what you're doing, and I'm super inspired. So one last thing I would say, one last thing I would say is develop sustainability, right? Develop sustainability. Now, people, and I will say this because the person that invited me is really close to my heart, and I was just like, I have a tight schedule, but I'm going to do this for you, right? Guys, you need to think about building sustainable projects. Now, sustainability doesn't necessarily mean it has to be big and overwhelming, but it is just putting up structures that means that project can literally outlive you and probably replicate itself or keep having impact even after the period that it was carried out. Or, you know, you need to think about the future, think about holistically, how can this exist even if you're not involved? One of the few things that we do in Serve Lead is I do not just say, oh, I believe in the girl child or I believe in women and their rights and everything. What I do is I take action. So I was elected as the yearly coordinator, which coincidentally, me also, I also will be handing over very soon this week. So it's just coincidental. I was elected as the yearly coordinator. And so I handed our huge company and they said, oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're handing over this whole company to a lady. Like every so-called local thinking person was like, yeah, oh yeah. So you mean, and she handled it well. Why? Because she had developed herself. She understood how to build projects that were sustainable. I went for 1 year and I was not bothered, right? Because she was capable. So what I'm saying is, whilst you are developing anything, think about sustainability, you know, and let's make sure that, okay, so I'm out of time. So 3 things: excellence, that will bring the world to you, develop capacity and keep training, right? Then the third thing is develop sustainability. I would send a slide over. The slide is pretty long and, you know, it just, you know, highlights a couple of other things that you might need to know. With these few points of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince and not confuse you, probably. Thanks, Gloria. Thanks, everyone, for having me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, you confuse us, guys. It's not even possible. You've convinced us more than. I mean, you're doing such an amazing job in the north. Say 300 school students, and they're not paying a dime for school fees. It just shows. You know, I always say something that my philosophy about life is the greatest service that you can ever give to humanity is serving somebody that cannot pay you in return. That's the greatest service to any humanity, giving somebody, helping someone that cannot even help you in return. That even when you're in time of need, the person cannot stand up to help you. That's the greatest service you can ever give to humanity. And I think you're doing amazingly well with your initiative. Well done on everything that you're doing to make the world a better place. Well done, Oye. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you. Please let's celebrate Oyewale. Please let's just unmute and give him another round